Hello, good day, sports fans, and welcome to Sports Clinic on Nigeria Live TV. My name is Appah, and of course, we have a lot to talk about. But let's start from Europe this time, and let's talk about transfers. Let's move to Stamford Bridge, where for Chelsea fans this time around, not a 35-year-old player, not a 36-year-old player, but 25-year-old player Max Lacroix from Crystal Palace has signed for Chelsea for 52 million euros. Now it's now official. Chelsea fans, I know that the past few days there have been mixed feelings. For some fans, it feels like, okay, signing Danny Welbeck and Jordan Henderson are very good signings and are welcome signings. But for some others, it feels like, what do they have to offer, especially Jordan Henderson? Because you look at midfield and they have Moises Caicedo doing very well. Then you also have Enzo Fernandez doing very well. Romeo Lavia there. You have Cole Palmer that can also play in midfield, in attacking midfield role. So they want to question, why are you signing Jordan Henderson? But maybe because of leadership qualities. You know, initially, Chelsea were just signing 19-year-old, 12-year-olds. That was on a lighter note. But it's very, very difficult to please fans. I understand that. Initially, why are you signing young players? Too much of young players. But now, why are you signing too much of old players? But let's see how the new season will go for Chelsea. They're making moves in the market. But let's leave that, and this time around, still talking transfers, still in England. Let's move to Merseyside and talk about Liverpool, where they are planning to send a bid for Bradley Barcola of Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, and for Paris Saint-Germain, they've already told them that we have a price for him. If you want him, it's not like we're stopping you from signing him, because the player has already said that he wants to leave, and there's a price tag, 145 million euros. That is the price tag, and for Liverpool, feel like that is too much. That they'll do their best to beat it down. You saw how they priced Yon Diomande as if it's a crayfish market, and Real Madrid came in and signed him. So I believe they must have learned from that, and they know that when you talk about quality, prolific, already known wingers, they're not around that much in the market. Yeah, they're not. But for Bradley Barcola, well, is he a top player? Well, he has what it takes to be a top player, and he has not been consistent apart from one season that I think he scored for straight 9 matches or so. Yeah, he scored so many goals that period, but after that, he has not been consistent, especially fighting for his place with Desire Doye and also Kwicha Kvaratskhelia. So it has been very difficult for him. And for Liverpool fans, the transfer fee, I know some of you feel like it's too much, but come on, Yon Diomande is going to Real Madrid for about 130 million pounds. So it is what it is. Look at what Manchester City used to sign Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. Yes. So you just have to pay the fee. Even if it doesn't necessarily get to 145 million euros, I believe it will be in the region of 130 to 140 million euros. But he has 2 years left on his contract, except you're willing to wait. But you need players, so you can wait. Let's leave that, and let's talk about some controversies. Yes, for FIFA's president, Gianni Infantino. It hasn't stopped. The World Cup is over, but more and more controversies coming up from his end, because they're about selling off a 20% stake of FIFA to private investors, and some federations cannot speak up against it. But UEFA are not keeping quiet, and they've come out to say that they don't like the way Gianni Infantino is running football. Yeah, they don't like it, so they might likely vote against it. But for Gianni Infantino, in his defense, he said they want to make sure that at least there are more funds for every federation to use, and develop sports facilities in each federation. But UEFA came out with a statement that no, they don't like it, and they intend voting against it. So a whole lot would come out from that. But please, we'll keep our tabs there, and we'll do well to at least keep you updated on happenings around that. But let's leave that, and let's talk about women football. Ladies before gentlemen, but this time around we'll start with the gentlemen. But for Asisa Toshola, yeah, she has come out to tell fans that they know that they didn't get the desired result against Malawi. Yes, that is losing by 3-2 in their opening match of the 2026 WAFCON. But she has promised that in their next match against Zambia and also Egypt, they'll take it very seriously and make sure that they get all 6 points. It won't be easy, but they will do it. She also spoke about the gap between the top teams in Africa, that is women football, and the other teams that it's not as big as it used to be. Before you just want to mention the Super Falcons, before maybe you walk a very long distance before you want to mention Bayana of South Africa. But right now, you mention the Super Falcons, you want to mention Morocco, you want to mention Bayana, and some other teams that, some other countries that initially they are not a force to reckon in women football before, but so far they've been doing very well about it. Yesterday in the WAFCON, we saw some matches. Yeah, we saw some matches. We saw Cape Verde losing 2-0 to Ghana, and I saw that match. And for Cape Verde, those ladies, you ladies are just too fine to be playing football. Please just stick to beauty pageants. That was on the lighter note. And today we'll see 2 matches where Senegal will take on Kenya, and we'll also see Morocco take on Algeria. Yeah, those are the matches that we will see in the WAFCON today. But please do well to like, share, and subscribe. And also, if in case you want to do business with us, our doors are always open. My name remains AB Appah. Enjoy the rest of your day.